Amina, it's 8 a.m. I forgot everything you said at 7 a.m. Please remind me.
As I should. In, in national news, the trucker protests against vaccine mandates in Ottawa are now causing shutdowns to the Ambassador Bridge, which is a trading link between Canada and the US. A group of protesters on the Canadian side of the border blocked/restricted access starting Monday night to the Ambassador Bridge. The bridge's closure is easily the most economically significant of the protests, yet, though its brevity will curb the impact if traffic resumes flowing at a typical pace. In state news, a traveling nurse wanted for allegedly setting a coworker on fire at Hackensack University Medical Center has been found dead. The Bergen County Prosecutor's Office says that Nicholas Pagano died by suicide. His body was found in Waterford Township, where he apparently shot himself. Pagano allegedly assaulted a 54-year-old female employee inside of the hospital on Monday. A motive for the attack was not immediately known. In local news, a man who went missing in Newark earlier this month has been found alive. James Duggan II was reported missing on February 1st after not showing up for a meetup on January 27th in Newark. Details about the disappearance have not yet been released, but Duggan's family members posted on social media that he was found and is safe and thanked everyone for their support while Duggan was missing. And your weather for today, it is clear with a high of 46 and a low of 26 with a humidity level of 66% and a moderate air quality with a level of 58.
Wow, that air quality is legit, people. We're breathing in some moderate air. Anyways, Anthony, the sports world has been flipped upside down. Things are happening in all sorts of leagues. Chaos, madness. Please tell us what's happening.
Gladly. Top story of the day comes out of MLB, where Major League Baseball has announced that they're going to stop testing players for steroid use going forward. This news comes out after the controversial exclusion of Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens, two notable steroid users from the Hall of Fame. The reason for the stopping of testing is that due to the expiration of the sports joint drug program because of the MLB lockout, steroid use in baseball has been highly controversial, but for the first time in 20 years, there will be no drug testing within Major League Baseball. The Brooklyn Nets have yet to find a deal for former MVP James Harden. Harden, a 12-year NBA veteran, has let the organization know that he wants a change of scenery. The Nets only have 1 day to finalize the deal before the NBA February 10th trade deadline. The Portland Trailblazers traded star shooting guard CJ McCollum to the New Orleans Pelicans in a 7-player deal that included Josh Hart, Thomas Satoransky, a first-round pick, and 2 second-round picks. The Nets took an embarrassing loss to the Boston Celtics last night, 126-91. The Nets lose their 9th game in a row and have fallen all the way to 8th in the Eastern Conference. The Knicks fell to the Denver Nuggets last night, 132-115, despite Julius Randle's 28 points and 10 rebounds. The Knicks continue their disappointing season as they sit at 24-31. The New Jersey Devils beat the Montreal Canadiens last night 7-1. Dawson Mercer and Michael McLeod combined for 4 points in the victory to improve the Devils to 16-26-5. And in Olympic news, Lindsay Jacobellis became the first American gold medalist in Beijing yesterday with the win in the women's snowboard cross race. Jacobellis becomes the oldest snowboarder to medal in the Olympics at age 36.
Moving on to the next story, Aidan, we got another heavier story in the White House.
Another pretty equal bummer. The White House responds to a controversial bill in Florida. The White House has responded to the controversial bill making its way through Florida. The bill is a proposal to ban discussions of sexual orientation or gender identity in the state schools. A White House spokesperson weighed in on the Don't Say Gay bill shortly after a GOP-controlled committee approved the measure. The White House issued this statement, quote, "Every parent hopes that our leaders will ensure their children's safety, protection, and freedom. Today, conservative politicians in Florida rejected those basic values by advancing legislation that is designed to target and attack the kids who need support the most. The LGBTQI plus students who are already vulnerable to bullying and violence just for being themselves. The bill states that a school district may not encourage enough classroom discussion about sexual orientation or gender identity in primary grade levels. The bill also states that parents could sue a school district for violations." That is absolutely awful. And to be honest, I'm not entirely surprised it came out of Florida. But
not at all.
It kind of sucks because stuff like this happens all the time with just ignorant people. Like, At our own school, I remember those protesters that came by a couple of weeks ago. I saw on Instagram some people were genuinely defending them.
No way.
Literally, if you go to the Montclairion, their Instagram post, scroll through those
Wild.
comments, there's a lot of people
Seriously?
defending them.
Yikes.
A lot of people are scared of what they don't understand.
It's tough
That's true.
because we still have people today that just reject the progress that's been going on. And you just want to say to these people, like, what have these people done to you? They're not doing anything. They're just going about their lives trying to be the best themselves that they can be. And it's just that people like Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida, you know, he's been going all about things, you know, the whole vaccination thing and COVID and all that. It's just Florida has just been one of the states that's been affected most by the resisted change. And I think when more people understand what the issues that have been plaguing the society in regards to resisting progress, I think that's when we'll start to see it more accepted in the grand scheme of things in society.
No, I agree. You can't stand in the way of progress, and it feels like a lot of these people are doing their best to hold their feet in the ground before they get run over or die out, whichever one comes first.
Yeah.
It's just so odd that this was you know, I feel like there was a lot of movements for that community that really I thought changed the narrative for a lot of people, and they were more accepting of everyone involved in that community. But this goes to show that that's not true, and we kind of live in like a skewed reality in New Jersey for the most part. I know we all like to hate on New Jersey, but you know, we're pretty progressive when you think about it, and you really, because we're open for most people, you know.
Mhm.
At the very least up here in North Jersey.
Yeah.
I'll take being more progressive and all the great things just to live in the cold, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I would love to have progressive ideas down south where it's warmer as well. So if we could do a trade-off, no, I'm kidding. No, but this is brutal, and they talked about this. It was developing a lot earlier in the week, and then you realized, you know, it's very dangerous because all these people, they're gonna feel ashamed for just being themselves, that they can't talk about these openly within their classrooms, and it's always just gonna put these people into a corner and they feel like they're alone. So
I think the most tragic thing about this is that it's not even just not talking about it in the classroom. Like, it's not even not educating these kids on something completely natural and normal is bad enough. But it's also these transgender kids aren't getting their own, they're not allowed to use the bathrooms they feel more comfortable in. There's not going to be gender inclusive bathrooms. And probably the worst thing is that the kids who are probably being bullied for it, they won't have anyone to talk to
yeah,
about it because they're not allowed to.
And I like the point you made there, Aidan. Hate starts from your education when you're younger. You're sort of bred to not like things that you don't understand. And if you teach kids more about the LGBT community and how to accept that, then you're putting into a child's mind that it's okay that those things. But if you're not, and you're refusing to teach it, and you're sort of looking down on that, then you're never going to make progress down there, because then these kids are never going to understand it. The cycle just continues.
No, I completely agree.
guys, we're gonna move on to the next story. Aidan, I think this might be the last depressing story of the day. So go ahead. Let's talk Nazis.
Awesome. That was awful. A student is reprimanded for exposing his teacher doing the Nazi salute. A Mountain Brook history teacher and some of his students were recorded doing an apparent Nazi salute in class. Abraham Tyrell said his class was learning about what the Nazi salute meant before it became a hateful gesture. Tyrell explained the situation in more detail, saying, quote, "He explained to us that in America, we used to do that before World War II and everything. And then he proceeded to show us, asked us to stand up to salute the flag. And he and everyone else did the Nazi salute. I felt upset, unsure of what's going on, just kind of shocked." Tyrell explained he then posted a video and picture of the incident to social media, speaking out against what happened. The next day, he said school administrators reprimanded him. Quote, "They proceeded to tell me that I'm making Mountain Brook look bad for uploading the video and sharing it, and asking me to apologize to my teacher, which I refused to. The day after he made our class, and our class only, put up our phones and he moved me from sitting in the back of the class to right next to him. The school prepared a written statement explaining they investigated the situation. Quote, the picture and 3-second video being circulated around are not representative of the lesson, what was being taught, or the context of the instruction that was occurring. Any representation that this picture or video represents a Mountain Brook teacher attempting to instruct students on how to use the Nazi Party salute or instruct them to use the salute towards the American flag is unequivocally false. No students were asked to raise their hand for any reason. Abraham said at this time, the school has not issued any sort of apology to him for the incident. That is kind of, no, that's awful. That's really bad.
Oh my God.
That's not very good. Not only, like, we were all taught that the Nazi salute used to be like the American salute. That's a normal thing. Most teachers didn't make us stand up and do the Nazi salute in the middle of class. I feel like
it's the fact that the school's reasoning is you're making us look bad.
For real.
Like,
I just don't understand why they thought that would be the angle to take in this situation where they're, who's in the wrong? The student that recorded it. How dare he upload that? Meanwhile, the teacher is straight up saluting, I don't know if he knows this, but Nazi's not good. Guys, how would you feel if you were in that classroom? Would you take a similar route that this kid took, whereas you recorded? Would you just feel uncomfortable?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I feel like if it was me, honestly, like I feel like I'd be like, but why? Like I'd probably walk out. Like I'd probably address that and be like, so you want us to do this? Why? Like you don't see the problem in that? Especially as a teacher, like you would think, and then especially if the school like tried to make me apologize, I'm not apologizing.
If it were me, I feel like I would try to make like a little organization of like a few students and just collectively try to talk to an upper official, maybe like a principal or a guidance counselor or something like that, and just try to, like, if enough of us like band together and just sort of say he did this in class and it was not right, maybe they'll see us out and hear us out. But that shouldn't happen. This should just be enough to just say he did this wrong thing, doing a Nazi salute in class, which should never happen. There's a difference between education and doing something that's not right. And we collectively as a student body and in this class don't think it's appropriate that this should be going on.
Gosh, I'm unmuted on Zoom now. Guys, we're back here on the Morning Buzz Wednesday edition. We just finished talking with Monica Pacheska from Montclair State's Marketing Club. What a lovely lady. Moving on though, Lana, we got some things to talk about. Huge things happening in the world of movies. Please, Lana, take away.
Well, they just released Oscar nominees.
Woo! Guys, cheer. Woo!
The Academy. I like the Academy.
And there's quite a lot this year, but I picked out some of the top tier ones and what it looks like. The Oscars, by the way, is on March 27th, if you're interested in watching. So for Best Picture, we have up for running The Power of Dog, Don't Look Up, Coda, Dune, King Richard, Belfast, West Side Story, Licorice Pizza, Nightmare Alley, and Drive My Car.
Jason Derulo.
I don't know why I felt the need to
Yeah.
click Jason Derulo. But I feel like I just had to hear it.
Interesting.
Anyways, Lana, have you seen any of those movies?
Sadly, I have not, but I really wanted to see King Richard.
I have not seen King Richard myself either, but my mother has, and she said it was fantastic. She said it was a really great movie. Take that as you will. My mom is, great source for me. Don't know if it's a great source for you guys, but regardless, it definitely looked like an interesting movie that I would be interested in watching. But there's one picture, if you want to call it, on this list that has me disgusted. I can't stand this movie. I couldn't even finish it. That's how bad I thought it was. Dune, because I refuse to call it by its real name. All right. This movie was straight trash. It was brutal. I've never been more bored watching a movie than watching that movie.
I mean, I never watched it, but I know it's like the movie or the book series that like inspired Star Wars. So I really had to watch it, and wow, that was harsh.
Is this the movie with
it should be.
Zendaya?
Yeah.
Yeah, for like 2 seconds.
Batista,
I remember we talked about how much we hated this movie.
Yeah. Hey guys, shout out to Buzzmiss from last semester.
The shots and the music, Isaiah, they're so pretty.
They're so beautiful.
They're so-
The cinematography, it's great. You know how they match up the camera levels to really set the mood.
Just turn off your brain and it becomes an enjoyable movie.
Yeah, here's the thing. The whole vibe of it was just not for me. And listen, I've seen, like, as you said, it is words. It inspired Star Wars, is what you said. Which, take it as you will. But I've enjoyed some Star Wars things, and I just couldn't get into this movie at all. And it was just, I was waiting for it to become good, because when you hear a movie's good, you expect it to be enjoyable when you watch it. And I was waiting for that moment to where I was like, wow, that's why people like this movie. And it just never happened. And then it got to the point where I said, I think it's better I turn this off.
If we're talking about movies we hate, Don't Look Up better not win. I despise that movie with every fiber of my being.
I've seen so many people
Really?
upset about Don't Look Up.
Why don't you like Don't Look Up?
Because it was such generic Oscar bait. Like a movie like this
I
comes
see what
out
you
every year, where they take a generic end of the world story, they take a bunch of A-list actors, and they throw them in like a C-tier script, and people still cheer it on because the actors are recognizable and it's got pretty shots. See, I don't. It just better not win, because it happens every year, and they usually don't win, but sometimes they do.
Aidan, I gotta be honest. That's the Netflix one
Yeah,
with Jennifer Lawrence.
and Leonardo DiCaprio.
No, we don't care about him.
Oh no,
It's Jennifer Lawrence.
Isaiah,
Okay,
no.
thank you very much. We will not disrespect the queen that is Jennifer Lawrence.
Wait, what about Zendaya?
She's not in that.
No,
I don't count
dude.
Zendaya's performance in Dune, okay? Because
Stop
she's
calling
there
it
for like
that.
3 seconds. I'm a huge Zendaya person. Love Zendaya. Great in Spider-Man. I do not.
It?
I just, huh?
That's it. You
Well,
said-
I haven't seen Euphoria yet.
Okay. Did you
good.
not watch Shake It Up?
I did not watch Shake It Up.
Oh my
either.
god.
Shake it off.
I've offended so many people now. Zendaya supporters, please don't come after me. And Timothy Chalamalets, please don't come after me either. But Lana, that's enough about Best Picture. We got Best Director.
Yeah. So Spielberg, of course, is up again for a nominee for West Side Story. Paul Thomas Anderson, another big name, is up for Licorice Pizza. I'm gonna butcher this name. I'm gonna try so hard. Risuke Hamaguchi is up.
You nailed it. That
That's really
sounds
good.
legit, Lana.
Is up for Drive My Car. Jane Campion is up for The Power of Dog, and Kenneth Branagh is up for Belfast.
Wow. Now that is fun. This is another list of movies that I have not seen. Licorice Pizza sounds bad just by the name.
No,
but
actually, I saw a
imagine it's
trailer
good.
for it, and actually, I'm kind of intrigued. I never
Really?
saw
I've
it.
heard
Where'd you
people
see the
say it was
trailer?
good.
It was all over
Interesting.
like my TV. I watch live cable TV, so I get to watch commercials a lot.
Hey,
Yeah.
shout out.
One of the last.
One of the last people that actually does it. But I think Bradley Cooper's in that movie. And he's actually, when I saw like the trailer, he actually seems pretty funny in it. So I want to try out for a little bit Licorice Pizza, but
All right.
That is a funny film major. I was required to watch Licorice Pizza now, but it is a lot of my friends were hyped for that movie, and I saw it, and it was a good story. It was entertaining. The shots were beautiful, as you expect from that director, but it had a really weird plot. It was about like a 15-year-old boy chasing after a 22-year-old girl until she agreed.
Oh, that's the movie I heard the controversy
Yeah,
about.
so I thought it was kind of strange, and a lot of people are saying it's not grooming when it's definitely a story about
Definitely
grooming.
sounds like that.
But it was okay. I think he deserves best director out of everyone else on that list.
Listen, you know, the Oscars. This might be a hot take. This might be a hot take, guys. But maybe we shouldn't be rewarding movies about grooming. Very subtle grooming, but I don't think that's the message we want to be sending people. Could just be me. Maybe it's my problem and not theirs, but that seems a little weird. I will say there's one problem I've had with these lists so far, Lana.
Okay.
Where is Dom Toretto? Where's Fast 9? This is the greatest movie in history.
Yeah, I don't
Where's
know.
Willem Dafoe?
I looked through the whole list.
Not a single nomination for
No.
Fast 9?
Mm-mm.
What kind of buffoonery is this?
I was surprised Spider-Man only got one nomination.
Was it Willem Dafoe?
No, it was
Tobey Maguire?
it was for like
I'm gonna rub dirt in your eyes.
I think it was for sound.
Oh, that's
What
fair.
sound?
That's sound
Like
design.
like sound effects.
Sound design, you know,
Um,
music score, all that stuff. Lana, we got one more. Best
Yeah,
actor,
for an
best
actor.
actress.
Yes. So Jessica Chastain is nominated for The Eyes of Tammy Faye, Olivia Colman for The Lost Daughter, Penelope Cruz for Parallel Mothers, Nicole Kidman for Being the Ricardos, Kristen Stewart for Spencer, Javier Bardem for Being the Ricardos, Will Smith for King Richard, Andrew Garfield for Tick Tick Boom, Denzel Washington for The Tragedy of Macbeth, and Benedict Cumberbatch for The Power of the Dog.
Wow, look at Denzel, man. He might be old, but he's still doing the whole acting thing. We love
Yeah.
Denzel. You guys like Denzel Washington?
My man.
But okay, predictions for best actor, best actress, everyone.
I'm hoping for Andrew Garfield. Man deserves it.
Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, Tick Tick Boom was great. He's been a good actor
Yeah.
for a while.
I mean, it's kind of a shame that, you know, he dropped Gwen Stacy, right?
That's so.
That
Why,
was-
why
that was
did
out
you
of
go
pocket.
there?
That was a bad bit. I don't like it.
Oh, that's dark.
Oh man, not me.
Isaiah.
Guys, I'm a cool guy. I am nice.
You're done.
I've been canceled again.
Fourth time's a charm.
4 times. Wait, I wasn't doing the L counter. I think I might surpass Cam's L counter from Monday. Guys, I've been keeping track of how many L's people took on the past 2 shows. Cam took 14 L's in one show. Which take that as you will. It was absurd, a little wild, and he at one point attacked Harambe, which I will not stand for.
Whoa.
Harambe does not need to be attacked. That is a king. That is a masterful gorilla, and he shall live on forever. R.I.P. Harambe. But back to these awards. Do you guys plan on even watching the Oscars?
No.
No?
No. I'll
Wait, you
definitely
hold
look at the
on.
results.
You have live TV.
I have live TV, yes. See, I'm not just a streaming guy. I watch live television, but the Oscars, wasn't it like their lowest ratings last year?
I think so.
I think
Yeah.
so.
So, 'cause,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, it wasn't much. I mean, do I really just want to sit for 3 hours and watch rich people praise themselves? It's not something I care about. Much rather, you know,
I would
watch something
just-
like sports. 'Cause
Sports.
I'm the sportscaster here, so I gotta keep up with the sports news.
That's
So-
fair. And at least there's something entertaining going on the screen. Aidan, you're the film guy here. Before we go to break,
Oh no.
are you gonna watch the Oscars?
No, God no.
Oh, okay.
The
Lana?
Oscars are just a reflection of
Um,
Hollywood.
I don't think I'll watch it live, but I might watch some pre-recorded, after
Mhm.
the facts, because I don't know, it's probably late and I probably want to go to bed.
That's
So,
fair.
So relatable.
Amina,
yeah, no. I watch for the important awards, like maybe best picture and then maybe best director. That's about it.
that's fair. Listen, guys, this is not going to be the end of Oscar talk. We have to go to break because this is WMSC Upper Montclair. We're heading into hour 2 of the Morning Buzz. So stay tuned. It's the Wednesday show, and some would even say the best show. That's just me because I'm biased. Anyways, when we come back, all fun things here on hour 2. As promised, we do have to address the elephant in the room. which is even more Oscar talk. Because tell me how this is possible. We have Encanto. Great movie by most people's standards. Love it. Everyone's enjoying it. Doesn't matter who you are, what you are. You like the movie. You're singing the song. And what song has been skyrocketing on the leaderboards?
Bruno.
Everywhere. Exactly. Say it again. Say it again. I mean, was it you?
Bruno.
Yes. We don't talk about
We
Bruno.
don't talk about
Is
Bruno.
literally one of the most successful Disney songs on the planet. How did it not get nominated at all? That is the heist of the century. You know what that reminds me of? You guys remember back in the day? I forget what award show it was. It was a music award show, but Macklemore and Ryan Lewis somehow got best rap album of the year over Jay-Z, Kanye West, and Kendrick Lamar. This is similar to that, where it just doesn't make any sense at all to me. Please, guys, share your thoughts because I'm a tad bit heated.
Well, wait. When did Encanto come out?
This last year.
I felt like it just came out like
2021.
December or like
November.
They're nominated
November.
for other categories as well.
That's
so,
true.
Yeah, I think Oscar season is December though.
Yeah.
That's when all the Oscar stuff comes out.
And
So-
a different song from that movie was
Exactly.
nominated.
What song was nominated?
Dos Orguitas.
Oh, okay. That one is fair.
Do you know that one?
That one's good.
It
Or
is,
do you actually know that one?
Yeah.
it is a good
What?
song.
It's a good song.
Really?
It's,
Do you listen to the soundtrack?
I've watched the movie a few times.
And you know the titles of the songs?
Yeah.
Wow.
you're so like
I'm-
surprised.
I'm so surprised.
I like that one.
Wait,
That-
you listen to music?
That's the one that happens when in the flashback sequence, right?
No, but I feel like
It's good.
that's just such an obscure song from the movie. No,
I liked it.
no,
was sweet.
no, not knocking the song at all. I just feel it was a gimme, that we
Yeah.
don't talk about Bruno would be best original song
You think-
nominated
Yeah.
out of all the ones on the list.
It's like #1 stream. That's why I don't really like the Oscars. A lot of the time, it
Exactly.
just reflects what Hollywood is feeling.
You know what I think? It's how Michael Jackson had Thriller,
Mhm.
the album. That's like saying the best album off the Thriller is not Thriller. What are we doing here?
It's not.
It's not. What?
What?
Who said that?
You don't know about Billie Jean?
Who said it?
Did you just say
Thank
Billie
you,
Jean's
though.
better than Thriller?
Yes.
It actually is.
She's not my level.
That's
She's just
Yeah,
a
I have
girl.
to agree. Billie
It
Jean is
is.
better.
Thriller had a whole mini movie, and you're
Okay.
saying Billie Jean is better?
Okay, but that
Billie
was for
Jean is just so good.
a lot of
It
Michael
is.
Jackson's music
I'm
videos, though.
disgusted right now.
No, you.
This
we should
crew,
consider
I-
you.
I'm embarrassed. I feel like I've been led astray, bamboozled, hoodwinked, run amok, all the things you want to say. I'm flat out disgusted right now.
All
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
What is happening?
I can't explain for the others, but I have my own personal opinions about Thriller. So like,
Oh yeah, Lana's already
yeah.
has the anti-thriller thing going on right now. But
I-
I'm shocked.
Billie Jean.
Are you
come on.
serious?
Billy,
though?
I'm not knocking
Billie Jean's like
Billie
his best
Jean.
song.
Billie
Okay,
Jean is
hold
good.
on.
song.
Another thing. Prince has a movie called Purple Rain, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
What is the best song from that movie? And I swear, if you say something other than Purple Rain, you are insane.
No, me and Isaiah never agree on anything. But Thriller has had a vice grip
Thank
on not only
you.
Halloween, but the entire just
Thank you.
culture around it for the past like 20 years.
What are we doing, man? What are we doing?
This is
Billie Jean?
Billie Jean.
Billie Jean.
Billie
It's a
Jean.
good song. It's
Oh
objectively a good
my
song.
God.
But Thriller is better. It's up there by a few
The
tiers.
child was
Um,
not his. Come on.
Exactly.
What was the
I
first music video, like African American music video on MTV?
I just can't
First
right
of all,
now.
This is the worst controversy
Now that
we've
I'm
had on
thinking
the
about it,
show.
like Thriller actually is probably like third.
Amina!
What's second?
Like it would probably be between like Billie Jean, Beat It.
This
Beat
is
It.
I think
disgusting,
Thriller's
man.
overbeat. I just think Billie Jean's just.
I just can't
top, top,
believe
top.
what is happening right now.
It's definitely Thriller, Billie Jean, Beat It, and then everything else.
You know, I'm gonna relate. Anthony, you're a sports guy. That's
Okay.
like saying the. I just said Michael Jordan is the greatest. No, I
So
just
you're
said
saying
Tom
Michael
Brady. Hold on,
Jordan's
hold on,
like
hold on, hold on, hold
Thriller?
on. I just said Tom Brady is the greatest football player of all time,
Okay.
and you just said, you know who's better though? Ben Roethlisberger.
You think Ben Roethlisberger
That is
what Billie
ridiculous.
Jean is?
This is
Ben
what's happening
Roethlisberger
right
wishes
now.
he was Billie Jean.
You have one that is clearly number one that has overtaken a holiday, an entire holiday, and somehow you guys think otherwise?
Because it's the only Halloween song that doesn't sound like it just came out of the 80s.
Exactly. But what
Monster
holiday has
Mash.
Billie Jean taken over?
Exactly.
What holiday is Billie Jean dominating?
It doesn't need a holiday. It just
Exactly, it's
dominates.
It's a
that
year-round
good.
thing.
No, it means it's not good enough to dominate a holiday. This
Yeah,
is
so you only listen to Thriller
absurd.
one day a year. You listen to Billie Jean 364 days a year.
Mhm.
It's just, I'm sad, man.
This is tragic.
I'm very sad.
I'm appalled at the two of you.
Really?
That's what I am.
I can't
Yes.
believe
Oh
We
wait,
should- we
guys,
should
I
put a
have
vote to
updates
it.
on why we don't talk about Bruno was not nominated. So, the Latin pop songs chart-topping success came after Disney had already submitted other songs from the soundtrack.
Mhm.
Lin-Manuel Miranda told Elvis Duran yesterday that no one could have predicted the success of the soundtrack, much less that it was going to be the one that popped off.
That's what I was trying to say. Like, when did it come out? Because I
Yeah,
feel
but
like
then
it
you
just
said
started-
something wild later on, Amina. And
Whoa.
it's ridiculous. But that is very important. Thank you, our fearless leader, Annabella. We appreciate you fact checking and all that stuff. But yes, that's interesting to know that that's how it works. I guess I think they probably predicted that a different song would pop off. That's cool
They
though.
should have did what Frozen did because they got Let It Go right.
Wow.
They
Let's
did.
not even compare Frozen.
You
to
don't like Frozen?
Encanto. I mean, Frozen's all right.
Just stop.
It's okay. But listen, I'm about diversity. Yeah, I said it. Shout out to Encanto, Colombia, and everything in between, guys. Guys, there is another story we need to talk about. And it's going to be another award show based story. But guys, have you ever heard of the Brit Awards?
Yes.
Mhm.
Really? I've never heard of the Brit Awards. Did not know it was a thing. And then it happened on a Tuesday. Why are awards happening on Tuesdays?
That's a strange day for an award.
It just doesn't make sense for a Tuesday. That's like having the big game on a Tuesday.
A big game. Sorry, Isaiah. What's the big
Yeah. See, the big game is I can't say it. But yeah, the Brit Awards took place on Tuesday, and Adele won 3 of the 4 main prizes, where she also put in a beautiful performance of her track "I Drink Wine." The singer won Best Artist, Album, and Song of the Year for "Easy on Me." Ed Sheeran was crowned Songwriter of the Year at London's O2 Arena. Dua Lipa won the night's other big prize as users voted for her and not Adele as the best pop and R&B act. It means, at least for now, Robbie Williams is going ahead of Adele as the most awarded artist in British history with 13. I don't know what happened towards the end of
Yeah.
that accent.
Your accent
You were
changed
almost
up like
there.
3
Yeah,
times.
you were switching in between British and Australian
I
accents.
know.
The TikTokers
The
for me.
TikTokers.
Right?
Everyone do a British accent for the rest of the story.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Aiden,
no.
what do you think of this?
I can't do that, man. But
It's bullocks.
no.
No, I don't know if I can say it or not. I
Oh,
don't know if that's dump. I dumped it just in case.
double
but
in case.
quote. What about rubbish? Can I say rubbish?
rubbish is fine. That
Yeah.
seems
That just means
Proper
like
rubbish.
trash.
Yeah. That's just
garbo.
Garbo. No, but it does show how much how much pull TikTok users have.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, for sure.
Like they definitely got swayed by someone else to go mass vote Dua Lipa. Because I've seen that happen before. You started.
Hold
trending.
on a second.
No, Dua Lipa 100%
Listen,
deserved
hold
it.
time
deserved
out.
it. Deserved it.
Time out
However,
again. There's calling time out. You insulted Jennifer Lawrence today.
It's not true.
You went and said Jennifer Lawrence is a terrible human being and absolutely
Slanderous.
terrible. Not exactly quoted correctly, but you seem to have issues with Jennifer Lawrence. I will not stand for that.
This is not true.
Secondly, I will not stand for any Dua Lipa slander either.
There's no Dua Lipa slander. All I'm saying is that it is so easy for a TikToker to go viral and be like, go vote Dua Lipa. And then that's 1 million votes extra.
I don't know, man.
You know what I mean?
Maybe Dua Lipa was just better.
Well,
Everyone always has an excuse for losing. All right. It's time that we just acknowledge who wins. And Dua Lipa won for a reason. Maybe she was just better on this night, Aiden.
you know what?
Ever think about that?
I'll give you that.
Now do your British accent.
This is a bad bit. The fact that Dua Lipa won is a proper rubbish. I'm not
It
doing the
sounds
accent.
like
I
you.
was waiting-
I'm not doing the
What
accent.
accent is
I don't like the
that?
British.
I was waiting for you to start.
I was like, when is the accent starting? And then you
No,
said
I'm
rubbish.
not
I was like,
doing-
is this the accent?
I'm not doing the accent.
Amina, do you have an accent?
I was waiting for this.
Yes.
No.
I need to say something.
Okay, what are your thoughts on Adele winning Artist of the Year?
Okay, well, I actually really do like Adele. Her album was amazing, quite amazing. But I do like Dua Lipa as well too. So congrats to both ladies.
Wow, that might be the
was
best one.
surprisingly good.
It was.
Yeah.
That was really good of me, no?
Thanks,
Anthony.
guys.
All right, here we go.
Hold on, let me ask you a question. Why do you think Dua Lipa won this award?
Oi, bruv. I never watched the Brit Awards. I was too busy watching Manchester United
Oh,
in the Premier League.
Oh, the Premier League line. Okay, Anthony, that was pretty good too.
Yeah.
All right,
That was
Lana.
more of like a Liverpool.
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't want to hear my British accent. I'm gonna offend all the UK.
It's fine. Okay, let me ask you a question at least.
All right.
What do you think about Ed Sheeran's performance?
Well, I've never really been that big of an Ed Sheeran fan.
What is the? We need the accent, Lana.
Oh, I have. Do I actually have?
Yes, we all did it, Lana. You're part of the Wednesday crew.
All right. Well, I've never really been a big Ed Sheeran fan, but he does have like some really good songs, and I think he probably did deserve Songwriter of the Year. So
Lana, we appreciate the effort that was
Yeah.
there.
That was bad.
I told you it was bad. My hair is caught.
No, Lana. Oh, Lana's struggling right now, guys. You know, it was definitely better than Aidan's at least. I'll give you that. Aidan, you
I'm
have the
not doing
worst
the British
accent.
I'm not a fan of the British.
Do you have any accents at all that you wait, hold on.
Do I look
Hold
like
on.
a guy who has accents?
Just,
What did the British do to you?
just straight up said, I'm not a fan of the British.
1776, repping the pride. Only time I'm patriotic.
Listen here, bud. Aidan, me and you have to have a one-on-one discussion, all right?
You Yankee.
I'm getting sick and tired of your non-stop
Excuse
disrespect of me.
I'm actually gonna cry.
I'm sick
you
and
American
tired.
chap. You American chap.
Aidan,
Why do you sound like Merida?
I don't know what this accent is going on right now. I think I'm trying to do as many of them in 20 seconds as possible.
Combining them.
Maybe I'll get
Logan
inspired.
Queen.